Good afternoon. I hope everyone is doing well. We are kind of at the same spot today. I went to the trail and of course there was some people there, so I said, nope, I'm not going there. But I kind of wanted to just talk a little bit about what running has taught me. It has taught me that nothing in life comes quickly. So I feel like we live in a world where we want everything now as quickly as possible. And it doesn't happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Right now there's occasionally some things I guess can come quickly, but running is not one of them. Like when I look at these elite runners, or even myself, and if I compare myself to an elite runner, I have years, may not even be able to get there, of running to do before I even come close to them, you know? And I'm not saying that that's my goal, but I'm just saying if I was going to play the comparison game with me and them, yeah, I got like stinking 10, I would say 10 plus years, maybe 7 to 10 years, you know? Moral of the story is I'm not going to become elite anytime soon. And I don't want to become elite. I'm just saying that, man, like, it's taught me that. Running has taught me, like, because when I first started running, I think that the child in me wanted to run as I ran as a young boy. I found out real quick that wasn't happening. My body, just kind of failed. Not failed, but my legs wouldn't let me run like I used to run when I was 16, 17, and 18. It just wasn't happening. If I was running a 5 minute and 30 second mile for 1 mile when I was 17 years old, I wasn't doing it, when I'm 33 years old after not running for 10 years. But your body remembers that pace. So I remember in the very beginning of me trying to run, I would literally and I still do it today. I still do it, where I'll accidentally be running what seems like a comfortable pace for me, but I cannot sustain it. And it's usually around the 8:30 to 9 minute mile. I can't sustain that for very long. And I start huffing and puffing, and as soon as I notice that I'm huffing and puffing, I'll try to slow down. That's when I'll look at my watch and be like, you guys are going too daggum fast. So, but it's taught me that I cannot expect to be running a 7:30 minute mile for 26 miles. I can't even run 26 miles yet, right? But I think sometimes, it's just like, why can I not just jump, skip the process and be able to run a 7:30 minute mile? Well, for one, I'm glad I can't, because it would be very unfair to all the people who have spent years running. That's the truth. If I could skip, and I said that I haven't ran for 10 years and I'm running a, 7:30 minute mile for, 26 miles, I don't think I'm human. I think I'm an alien if I can do that, or I don't believe you. Because that's just not how running is, right? So it's taught me that I cannot expect myself to run a 7:30 minute mile as a 33-year-old father of 4 now. It's going to take a long time for me to get there. I'm okay with that, kind of, right? I get frustrated. I've said this in many videos. I'm embarrassed that I let myself get this out of shape. I am. I genuinely am. And I don't want it to happen again. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, I started this running channel, and like That's one thing that it's taught me, is that I can't expect to be running. I have to put the work in, right? In order to be able to run a 7:30 minute mile pace for 26 miles, I have to put the work in. There's no way around it, right? I got to put the work in. And so it's actually helped me outside of running too, because I'm like, if I could just take it one day at a time. It's changed my mindset. Running has changed my mindset into thinking that I can get things right now really quick. I've been running for going on 6 months now. Well, 3 months was very not consistent, where I would probably maybe run once a week for 3 months. And it was literally just to the front of the neighborhood and back. And did that for 3 months, and then just recently started picking it back up. But okay, we're at 6 minutes of talking, so we're gonna run and talk about this, because that's what we do. So give me a second. I don't want to yap my brains out while I'm not running, because I do, I got kids I got stuff that just needs to be done at the house, and got places to be. All right. You guys are looking fantastic up there. Hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. We are at a place that we have been before, and we're actually about to run past some things that we have seen. So I'm not going to tell you where we're at, but let's see if you guys can pick it up. All right, let's roll. Dude, my heart rate is at 160 beats per minute right now, and I'm not even running. Dude, there's something wrong with me right now. That's how you know these things are inaccurate. All right, let's go. Actually, you know what? Before we go, I know we're sitting here talking up a storm right now. I'm going to fix this. I should have had this stuff fixed. Maybe my heart rate monitor is off because I haven't had it completely tied to my wrist. Oh, look at that, 145. All right, we're going to do something here. We're going to run across the street. I guess we like doing illegal stuff. Just kidding. I don't. All right. Oh, gotta slow down, horsey. These dump trucks should be illegal for how loud they are. So running has genuinely taught me to slow down, take a breath, breathe. It's gonna be okay. My pace will dwindle as I run more and more, It's just what's gonna happen. Now, I do believe that there is a ceiling that I'm gonna have to push past. And I think that ceiling is a 10-minute mile pace. But I could be wrong. I really need to do better with my threshold training. I need to do better with that. And so I think the goal right now is to just readapt to my body. Because my left leg, there is some pain in it. It's very manageable, obviously, because I'm still running. But there is some pain in it, and it seems like it's just muscle. So I'm not too worried about it if I just keep it, 11, 12 minute pace. But I can't tell if that says run or walk. I think it's broke. I'm gonna let you go. So yeah, just It's taught me how to slow down. Running has taught me how to slow down, not expect everything to come fast, but it's a process. So, and I think that might be partially why I don't necessarily like those videos that are like how I got to what is it, like a 15-minute 5K, you know, and those videos blow up. They do really good, and they're good for inspiration, but there's a lot of stuff that I just believe that is missing, you know, from those videos. And that's just my personal opinion. I do like those videos, but I like to see process, know the process. Like if you could ask, I don't know, someone you think, dude, did somebody just honk at me again? If you could ask somebody the process of how they got from where they were to where they're at now, or just see it, I think we would go with, well, I just want to see it, you know? I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm just like that, but you know, I just think that that's way cooler when you can actually experience something with someone. You know, like I met this woman not too long ago, and she was telling me that she was, before she got pregnant, she was training to run a marathon. And she told me her pace. She was like, yeah, I'm usually running around an 8-minute mile. And I looked at her and was like, in my mind, I didn't want to believe her, right? Because I was like, am I really that? I already said before, but I'm embarrassed. I let my body go, you know? But she said it, 8-minute mile. Do I believe her? I do. But I was struck again. Like, dude, what are you doing with your life? This woman is out here running, and she herself has 3 kids. I think, yeah. No, well, she's pregnant with 1 right now. So she has 2, but she's gonna pop out the 3rd one. You know, and I was just like, man, I need to get my butt in shape. I gotta do something. Like, not that that's bad, that she is, you know, running an 8-minute mile. It's wonderful. But it's bad that I am running a 12, 13, 14-minute mile. Oh man, I'm burping up a storm. Excuse me. You know, like, just people with discipline that live a disciplined lifestyle. In the long run, obviously, you know, it's going to be better for them and for their family, rather than the man who sits on the couch eating a bag of potato chips. Nothing wrong with potato chips, but you better get out there and work out, you know, so that you don't let those potato chips become your enemy later on in life. You know? So there's just multiple things that led up to me just going, dude, you have got to start running. You know, and I love seeing people out here running. And yeah, you know, I wish I'm getting a massive cramp in my ribs right now. Like, that shoot hurts. This hasn't happened in a long time. definitely manageable, but it sucks. So, yeah, you know, I guess I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. And, you know, I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but it sucks to be embarrassed by your fitness or your health because of, you know, maybe a decision that you could have been making this whole time and you haven't been making it. To me, that sucks. You know, like, scenario that I use all the time is going to the bounce house with my family. Like, that's a, you know, if you do it, you know that you maybe got, what, maybe 20 bounces before you're already, I mean, really, you know, you're trying to bounce. You're going ham on the trampoline. And you're really trying. You got maybe 20, 15, 20 jumps. And you're done. You're gassed. You can't jump no more. Meanwhile, your kids are just boing, 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 boinging all over the place. And you're like, oh, I can't, my boy. I'm sorry, my girl. I'm too tired. And they're like, oh, Daddy. Why? Why are you tired? Well, you know, I worked an 8-hour shift and work was just really hard. And that's my excuse. There you have it. That's my excuse. You know what she hears? Now maybe I'm wrong about this, but I don't care about you because I'm tired and I want to rest. You know? Now, that might be an extreme. That might be an extreme, okay? She might not be thinking that, but that's how I have thought that my daughter or my sons think. You know, like, because my daughter and my son, they'll bug the heck out of me. And they'll be like, Daddy, come play. This was before I started running. And I genuinely am tired. Like, I'm exhausted when I get off work. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that this has been a cakewalk. It's been hard as shoot. But there's a reward for doing this. And for me, I have more energy when I run. For some reason, it's weird. But I could be super tired, falling asleep in my work truck. And I know the run's coming up and I don't want to do it. And I can go home, but I know for a fact that if I go home, I'm not going to want to play because I'll be too tired. But if I get out here and run, even if it's the second run of the day, I have more energy after I run than before I did. And that, to me, dude, it's awesome. I thought I heard someone walking. So, you know, I don't even know what I was trying to say, other than I don't want to be embarrassed anymore. Last time I went to the trampoline park because I had been working out and running, I could hang with them. I was running all over the place. And you know how good that felt? It felt so good. It felt so good to have energy. We're done with the mile, people. 12:04. It felt so good to jump with my little ones. And I could hang with them. And they were the ones being tired. And you know what I said to Raina and Caleb and Bellamy? Y'all need to go run. You know? Y'all need to get out and run. If you're tired, let's go run. I'm going too fast, people. I'm getting excited. So, but it's hard. It's hard every time I come out here. And I keep going because I have more energy. Even if I'm running at a slow pace at 11:22 is what I'm running right now. Or 12 or 13. Dude, if walking gives you more energy to play with your kids or do anything, then walk. You can do it. Like, you can do it. And I just tell myself, stop being a little boop and go out there and run. I mean, it's 90 something degrees right now. And I have no shade. And I don't have to do this. I literally don't. I don't have to do this. And I told myself that this morning. You can, but your punk behind is going to run on your lunch break in the blazing hot sun. So you have a decision to make. You're either gonna skip that alarm or you're gonna run on your 30-minute break. Boy, and if you don't run on your 30-minute break, you're gonna run twice. You are gonna make it up and you're gonna run 4 miles on that camera and you're just gonna have to haul bumsy to make a 25-minute 4 miles. Woo! That's not happening, but I would have to hustle for at least a 35-minute 4 miler. I think I might be able to do that. I don't know. I'm not gonna try it anytime soon. But it's all about maintaining your energy levels for the kids. I'm not always on, and sometimes, I can't say that sometimes it doesn't work. It works every time. Now, if I notice that the 2 miles ain't working anymore, I'm gonna go to 4. But that's the cool thing about running. You just decrease the pace. But I actually think it's just the activity of running itself. I could be running a 13-minute mile, it would still help me. I think it's just the activity of the running or walking itself that gives me energy. And I don't always feel like doing this. But I know the payoff to doing it. It's a 9-minute mile easy pace. And one day, it's a 7:30-minute mile easy pace. And then one day, it's a 6:30-minute mile easy pace. And then, I think that's elite. But I don't know if I'll ever get there. But I have time. So we're gonna try. That's all we can do. So yeah, my left leg is sore. But you know what? It's a long process for me. So we're just gonna keep driving and keep running. And oh man, I shouldn't have drank that Coke. It's trying to come up. Yeah, I don't want to be embarrassed. I want my kids to be in a race one day and be like, I know who can sustain a mile. My daddy can. I know who's not going to be tired from me. My daddy can. He's not going to be tired because he runs. What's a little mile to my dad? I just think about that stuff. It may never happen, but I'm prepared if it does. But that's why I think triathletes are so cool. Biking, running, and swimming. Because right now, if Raina wanted to be into swimming, shoot, I gotta get into that. I gotta get into biking. So, you know, just do your best. You know, you set the standard. You run your pace. You run your race. And just keep driving. Just keep going. If you miss a day, oh well. Do better the next day, you know? That's how I think. You know, if I can bust out 2 videos a day, I may have a bad day. I might not run one day. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna run. Because I've committed myself. You know? The only time I'm not gonna run is if I'm genuinely hurt, but you know what I'm gonna do? Make a video about it. All right, so I might not be able to run, I'll make a video about it. At least I'm committed to 2 videos a day. They might be 5 minutes long, I don't give a shit. I busted them out. 10 minutes. I did 10 minutes that day. Who cares? I did it. I was consistent. I uploaded every day. 2 videos a day, 1 video a day. Whatever it is. You will get better. I will get better at this. I'm gonna learn some things. I'm growing and I'm improving. And the way that I run and the way that I talk, there's gonna be less ums, ifs, but there's gonna be less of that, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, my face is burning. It's a hot one today. It's a hot one today. I don't know, that's just some things I've been thinking about. I think the title of this video is going to be, I'm embarrassed. You know? But I'm improving. I want to be there for people. I want to be there for my kids. I want to be there for my wife. You know, I make mistakes. I get mad. I have bad days. I gotta improve. There's no other way. I gotta improve. I have to. People are depending on it. I gotta improve in every way. Learning, growing, improving, that's it. That's what we're living for. Yeah. I feel good this run. I feel good. It's hot. My ribs hurt. But, oh shoot, we're flying. We have got to slow down, people. I feel good. I saw somebody running yesterday. I complimented him. Good job, man. You're doing great out here. He was flying too. He was probably in his 40s. Way faster than me. But that's what happens when you put the time and effort in. Hold on. Just kidding. Oh, that hurt my ribs. Okay, come on. We're almost done. Let's get it, people. Let's get it. Likeable lawn care. Hey. Last mile was 11. My heart rate is 161. I'm gonna save that out. My average pace was 11:34. My best mile was 10:59. Average pace was 11:34. I stayed in zone 2 running 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Zone 3 was 11. All right, so we overdid it. Okay. Yeah, we overdid it some. Dang it, I messed up. Hold on, the max depth is on again. I need to get out of the sun. Okay. We're doing good. I feel good. I feel good on this run. Okay, I feel good. I'm sweaty. My ribs hurt. It's just part of it, right? So, I hope you guys have a great day. Just know that whatever pace you're running, I would say hold on, there's somebody coming. What's up? I would say don't be embarrassed about it, but you know, I'm still embarrassed about letting my body go. That's just me being transparent. But I'm getting over it. We're improving, we're learning, and we're growing. We're doing better every day that I show up. So this is me being transparent about me being embarrassed about my daggum pace. So to you people who are out there running fast every day and are fit as heck, you know, good on you. You didn't let yourself go. It's freaking fantastic. To those of us who are struggling, let's do better, you know? Let's get it together. Let's work out a plan. And let's just improve at what we think we need to improve on. For me, it's just running every day until my left leg stops hurting. And then upping the pace, you know, and oh, I got salt in my eye. Feels so good. So, oh God. Yeah, so, hold on. Oh God. All right. Feels like I just ate a hot pepper or something. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Guess what? I'll see you in the morning. And if I don't see you in the morning, I'll see you in the afternoon. And dadgummit, if I don't see you in the afternoon, I'll see you after I get off work. And then we'll just run 4 miles. You know, we got to make up for it somewhere. So, hope you guys have a fantastic day. I am done with my embarrassing rant and a shame talk. We're going to get it. We're going to do better. No condemnation, baby. All right. I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.